Hello, team. How are you? Happy as a clam at Hatad. Feeling much better now that Linda's gone. It seems she has settled into her new role in operations. And that ain't far enough. Without Tracy and Bethany, our team feels so small now. Which brings me to my first item as your new interim director. I have been approved to add another member to our team. Will you be in charge of hiring them? Yes, and I have the perfect person in mind. And that is one of our top performers who was unfairly let go. I was hoping you'd say that. Last I checked in on her, she was still looking for a job, so I'm sure she'd be open to the conversation. I will be in touch with her soon. Warm regards, team. Toodaloo.
At this point, I've applied for more than 148 jobs, which has been a full-time job, just not one that I'm getting paid for. This role looks good. My cover letter? Yeah, I'll pass. No, Mom, I have not found a job yet. I never thought I'd say this, but I miss Brenda. If I interview one more time and get rejected, I am going to crash out. 2,600 applicants. Don't love that for me. Why do I want this job? Because it's my lifelong dream. No, obviously because I want the money. I could start selling my used socks online. There is a confirmed market for that.
Bethany, it is nice to see you.
Hello, Brenda.
Linda is no longer working in our department, and I have taken over the interim director position.
Congratulations, Boss Queen.
I have always valued your contributions to the team and believe you were not justifiably let go.
You and my lawyer both.
Is there legal action being pursued?
I thought about it, but then Donna Sue told me about Linda getting removed from the team.
My intention is not to tell you what to do. I understand if you are seeking action. It is just business, in the words of Linda.
Oh, no, it would be personal. Yeah, 100% personal towards Linda.
If you are open to returning to the team, there is a job with your name on it.
Let me think on it.
Take your time. I will set up an interview to discuss the work contract and terms when you are ready.
Okay, Boss Queen.
Warm regards.
Toodaloo.
How are you, Haley? And I am asking for real and not just to go through the motions. It's been a rough few months at work. Yes, I hear you have taken quite a lot of rude comments from unhappy clients lately.
Yeah, it's really taken quite a toll on me.
I should take this time to bring to your attention the company's EAP program, put in place to support our employees.
I reached out to them a while ago, and it's about a 6-month wait to see someone.
Well, that does seem silly to need to wait 6 months to receive support that you need today.
Yeah.
Let me bring this to HR and see if anything can be done.
Thank you.
Is there anything I can do to support you? My mother says I make a terrible therapist due to my lack of ability to understand things, but I am happy to try.
That is really mean of her and also very untrue, Brenda.
That was probably too much information to share, and I apologize. I will be more professional.
No need to apologize. Have you ever spoken to someone about how your mother has shaped your perception of yourself?
Does my neighborhood hummingbird count? Anyways, I will do some research on ways to support you and share any resources I can find.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Warm regards.
Toodaloo.
How are you liking the new director role? It is just a dream come true. Now why don't you go on and take your boss hat off for a moment and tell me how you're really doing? I am stressed. Tell me why. I am trying very hard to be a good leader and be there for my team, while also juggling our workloads and staying informed on projects and company priorities. My days are full of meetings, and I am getting pressure from our CEO to take on more work in our team, which we are currently understaffed. I have to make so many decisions constantly, and everyone is looking to me for guidance when I am just trying to figure out things as I go, and I don't know if I'm doing a good job. Well, that is a lot, and this is all still a new role for you. Starting any new job is overwhelming for the first while, so give yourself some grace. Have you heard back from Bethany about rejoining the team? Yes, I have a meeting with her tomorrow to discuss a new work contract. Great, just one thing at a time, Brenda. You're doing a jolly good job. One thing at a time. I'm always here for you. If you need anything, you just call, all right? Thank you. Toodaloo, my little kangaroo. Warm regards.
All right, I reviewed the job contract you sent over.
And what did you think?
I think I'm going to need to be making more than my previous salary if I'm going to consider coming back.
Okay. How much more are you proposing?
At least 10,000.
I am not able to promise anything, but I can bring it back to HR and see what is possible.
I would also like an additional 4 vacation days.
I am not sure HR will go for that.
Well, if you don't ask, the answer is always no, right, Brenda?
That is a good point.
I would also like a written apology from Linda stating that she's a monster and that firing me was the greatest mistake of her career that she will deeply regret for the remainder of her existence. No? Okay, it was worth a try.
HR has also added a section in your contract which states you are waiving rights to sue for previous wrongful termination. I want you to know that I did try to remove that section and I was denied.
Yeah, I saw that. I also want to bump up my severance.
You want to negotiate your severance?
Always. I want it doubled from what it's listed as here.
I will see what can be done and I will be in touch.
Sounds great, Boss Queen.
If you have any more questions, you have my number.
I will never call you because phone calls are weird.
Well, then a text will do. Warm regards, Bethany.
Toodaloo.
The timeline for this next deliverable is in 3 weeks. We are on track for that. Great. I am hoping to have Bethany rejoin the team within the coming month, which will help with the workload. Is everything okay? Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Brenda, do you have company? In the middle of the workday? Brenda Jane. I do not know what you are talking about, but it is now my lunch break and I have a personal meeting to attend. Well, toodaloo, go on and enjoy, you two.
Hello, Brenda. Your team will be taking on a new project alongside operations.
Will we be getting another headcount to hire for this additional work?
No, your current team will be taking it on.
We are stretched very thin at the moment.
Brenda, this is your job to figure it out and manage your team accordingly. The team has made this work in the past.
We have had several more people in the past.
Well, this is the reality of our budgets right now, so you will need to make this work.
Do more work with less. Got it.
Did you get the work contract signed for that Beth Ann yet?
Her name is Bethany, and we are still working on it.
Our budgets are only getting tighter, so I would like that wrapped up soon.
Yes, I will chase that down today.
Great, Brenda. I will connect you with the team lead in operations to get the ball rolling on this project.
I will prepare myself accordingly.
Bye, Brenda.
Regards, Craig. Linda. Now, how are you? I am doing good. And you're lying terribly. I am not sure I should have taken this interim director role. Now, what do you mean? I feel like I am letting the team down. I'm getting pressure from above to do more with less, and I know how overworked we already are. See, that is the challenging part about leading. You rarely get the perfect conditions to do it. I am encouraging everyone to use their time off and take breaks, and the work keeps piling up. And are you taking your breaks and using your PTO? I don't feel like I can with everything going on right now, and the last thing I want to do is make more work for the team. See, bosses know how to talk the talk, but leaders, they lead through both their actions and their words. See, telling your team to disconnect from work is great, but you taking time off creates the culture. Leading by example is far more powerful than reciting policies. Thank you, Donna Sue. I think you should schedule a nice trip for yourself. Perhaps I will think about that. Now you go do that. All right, toodaloo, kangaroo. Warm regards. It is with great pleasure I introduce you to the newest member of our team.
Did you miss me?
Of course we did, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back, Bethany.
Holy shirt, y'all. I do not recommend being unemployed. I feel like I need a vacation for all the job applying I did.
Good thing you now have those extra vacation days. A lot has happened while you were away, Bethany.
Well, go ahead. Fill me in.
Well, I got engaged.
Slay. Congrats, queen.
And Brenda has stepped into some new roles, both personally and professionally.
Okay, boss queen. We stand Nedna.
Bethany will be working with me on a new project with the operations team.
And I can't wait.
Well, I have exciting news to share, and that is my favorite kind of news. I am intrigued. I'm getting married. I'm tickled with delight for you, honey. Congratulations. That is a beautiful ring, Haley. I am happy for you and your partner. Now tell us everything, or as much as you feel professionally comfortable with. I'll send you some photos of the engagement. You're gonna make such a gorgeous bride, Haley, and an even more beautiful wife. Thank you, Donna Sue. We're both really excited. The company does have a policy which allows for 2 PTO days for your wedding. So once you have a date confirmed, be sure to let me know and I will put it in the system. I'll send you the dates and the time off I'll need now, thank you. We've got a 2025 wedding on our hands.
Ladies, thank you for joining to kick things off on this joint project.
Brenda, congrats on getting my old role. And congratulations to you on moving departments in search of a better fit.
I sent over some preliminary documents I had my EA write up to get you started.
I have reviewed them. Haven't had a chance to open it, but we missed you last night, Craig, at the alumni mixer.
Oh yeah, I was spending time with the wife.
The old ball and chain always keeping you from me. Now, Brenda, why don't you go ahead and get started on the project plan and tag me in when you've got something to show. I will identify my team's scope of involvement and create a plan of action for us, and I will leave the operations responsibilities for you to complete.
Great, ladies. Sounds like you can take it from here.
You know things are in good hands when I'm involved. Linda, let me know when the work on your end is complete, and I will set up a meeting with the broader team. Well, my team is tied up on more important things, so why don't you go ahead and take this project on yourself? No. Lukewarm regards, Linda. I look forward to your contributions. All right, then.
It's lovely to meet you, Brenda. And what brings you to therapy today?
It was suggested to me that I may benefit from some therapy.
All right. Was the suggestion made by a loved one?
By one of my employees.
And was there something that happened to prompt this conversation?
My mother's words had come up in conversation.
Why don't you tell me more about that?
I was sharing that my mother does not believe that I could succeed in anything, which is why I will never amount to much in life.
Those are some heavy words to hold on to. Do you believe that they are true?
I am not sure.
Do you often let others convince you of who you are and what you are capable of?
Why don't we talk about you? Do you enjoy this job?
And do you remember a time in life where you felt like you were enough?
Do you hear that? It sounds like I need to get back to work. This has been a great session. Thank you.
It was nice to meet you, Brenda. See you next time.
I have a very important question to ask you, Donna Sue. Well, I'm just about to burst with joy if it's what I think it is. Yes, it is. Will you come to my wedding next month? Of course, darling. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I know it's a bit of a travel, but I would love for you to be there. And I would love to be there. Thank you. And feel free to bring a +1 as well. Anyone specific you got in mind? Whoever you'd like. I think I got the perfect person then. I'll keep you posted. Sounds great. Now I gotta go find me a dress. Toodaloo, my little kangaroo. Toodaloo. Well, if it isn't my old employees, Beatrice, I see you're back.
Well, if it isn't my old nightmare.
Bethany. Linda, have you not included anyone from your team? Now I'll just tell them what needs to get done. Yeah, my employees are on a need-to-know kind of basis. I don't need to include them in everything. Okay, let's get right into the agenda.
Agreed. Let's not make this meeting any longer than it needs to be.
All right, go on and show me what you've been working on. I have created a shared project folder you can reference for the relevant documents from our team for this project. Bethany has been working on the files, so the credit for that work can be given to her.
You are welcome.
Great to see progress being made here, team. And where is your progress? You were so eager to take the lead here, Brenda. I did not want to interfere. So your portion of the work remains unfinished?
Linda doing no actual work. Shocking.
Bernard, why don't you go ahead and complete these outstanding pieces? Unless you have a Bethany on your team, she will not be completing your work. If you have concerns with completing your work, I am happy to loop Craig back into this conversation. No need for that. I'll take a look when I get a chance, but I gotta drop off for a more important call, ladies. Linda, out.
And while Linda's playing checkers, Brenda, yeah, she's playing chess.
Do you ever feel like you are doing everything right, but also everything wrong at the same time? Are you still questioning if you're a good fit for this role, Brenda? I often wonder if I should have taken this job at all. It is a lot more stressful managing a department on top of my workload. You know, not everyone enjoys people managing, and that's all right. It doesn't mean they aren't great leaders, though. Perhaps. I just can't help but feel like I am letting everyone down all the time. Well, I don't feel let down, and I know Haley has voiced the same. You worked hard to have Bethany rejoin the team, so surely she's feeling quite supported as well. There are so many things that I just don't know. But it's not about knowing everything. It's about being willing to ask and learn along the way. The most admirable leaders stay curious and are fully aware that they do not hold all the answers. Tracy is like that. Oh, I hear she's nearing the end of her treatment. That is great news, and I am very happy for her. I wonder if she will return after that. Only time will tell. Hang in there, Brenda. You're doing a better job than you're giving yourself credit for. Warm regards, Donna Sue. Toodaloo, my little kangaroo.
Okay. I've only been online for a whole 42 seconds. Ugh. Hello, Brenda. What a way to start my workday.
Is it too early?
For an unannounced call? Yes.
Well, it is within your work hours, but next time perhaps I will send you a message first to ask if you are available. Deal?
Sounds like a deal, Boss Queen.
Anything else I can note to better communicate with you?
You know sometimes when you message me and you just say, hello?
Yes.
Save us both the time and just send the entire message of what you want instead of waiting for me to respond and going through the whole hi, hello, how are you stuff.
That is manageable, and it is great to see you focused on improving our efficiency.
Yep, you know me. That's exactly what I was going for. Efficiency. Always looking to save the company some time.
Wonderful. Now for the reason I called. Now are you excited for our upcoming girls trip? About that, I have been thinking. Think about what you're going to wear to Haley's wedding, I hope. There is just a lot of work to get done here, and what if the team needs me during that time? It might be hard for me to be away. Bethany is more than capable of keeping the wheels spinning around here. You have a very capable team, Brenda. Maybe I will work a few days while on vacation. Absolutely the heck not. Or have my work phone on in case they need me to jump on. And then I will throw your phone right into the ocean and let the fish pick up the call. Just like your team, you not only deserve the time off, but you need to disconnect every once in a while and go enjoy life outside of here. What if things around here become a garbage bin full of fire while I'm away? Now, do you mean a dumpster fire? Yes, that is the one. I heard Bethany say it once. As she would say, that is why we prepare the others before we take off. Is that what Bethany thinks PTO stands for? That sounds about right, yes. Okay, I will lead by example and take a vacation. We are going to Europe. Girls trip. Girls trip. Warm regards. Toodaloo, my little kangaroo. I will send over the details for you to begin working on this. Oh, okay. And that's due this week? Ideally, yes. Is there a concern with that? I do have a lot on my plate this week. I'm not sure I can get it all done without working into the evenings, but that's okay. We do not want that. How about we review what you are currently working on together, and I can assist with identifying items to prioritize and deprioritize. That would be very helpful, thank you. No need to thank me. This is part of my role as your manager. You're doing a very good job, Brenda, and I can see that you're putting in a lot of effort for our team. Our team is quite lucky to have you. That is very kind of you to communicate with me, Haley. Thank you. You're welcome. Warm regards for now. I will set up time for us to review your workload, as I know we have come to the end of our scheduled time today. Talk soon, Brenda. Toodaloo.
Good morning, Bath Bomb.
Lizard, I'd say it's nice to see you, but I gave up lying this month.
All right, what you got for me?
Brenda put together a project plan to keep us on track.
Oh, is that what it was?
The document titled Project Plan? Yeah.
What's our progress so far?
There's a progress report on the second tab in the document, so feel free to reference that for yourself.
Do you want to hear a story, Bernard, about how when faced with adversity, I excelled right to the top?
No, I don't.
Back in '98, I had just stepped foot in my first internship. Nothing but a packed lunch and a drive to be the best.
Can we continue on with our agenda?
My boss at the time was a real piece of work, but he taught me one thing. You know what that was?
That's enough of that.
Oh, where'd you go? Her internet must have cut out. That's a shame. She could have drew a lot of inspiration from that story.
I deserve a break for having to listen to that.
I feel like I have a full-time job and a part-time job right now. Do you like these flowers? I'm so excited. What are your thoughts on this menu? Oh gosh, I'm so stressed. Do we want our table settings to look like this? Oh, I need to get back to work. Can you come here for a minute? I just got a quote back. Shoot, I have a meeting in 2 minutes. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Should we practice our dance right now? Wait, no, I have work to do. Pretty expensive. Never mind, we will not be having that. Okay, focus. We need to get the work done for the job that is paying for this wedding. As you know, as of tomorrow, I am on vacation.
A moment we've all been waiting for.
If anything comes up and you need me, here is my personal number.
Absolutely not.
Oh, do you already have it?
No, I mean, I will not be contacting you while you are on vacation. I'm not into free labor, you know?
What if it is an emergency?
Then I'll call 911.
I will periodically check on my emails then.
Brenda, go live your best European life. I will hold down the fort.
I do trust in your abilities.
Then trust in them enough to disconnect. You wouldn't want your actions to give me the impression that you don't think I'm capable of handling things. Now would you?
That is a good point.
Nah, I'm just kidding, boss queen. I know this is more about you and your value being intertwined with your job than it is about me and my capabilities.
Something to discuss in my next therapy appointment. Thank you.
Enjoy your trip and send Haley all my congrats.
Warm regards, Bethany. I will talk to you upon my return.
And not a moment sooner. Toodaloo.
Well, welcome to Spain. It is quite beautiful here. You know, this is where my late husband and I used to holiday. I can see why. Now I've created an hour-by-hour itinerary. Would you like to see? I'd love to. You know, I mostly just work off vibes on the holidays. You know, see how I feel in the morning. Do as I please. Now, what are you looking at? Oh, nothing. Now, Brenda, is that your work email you got open there? Now, this trip's going to be a great practice of you disconnecting, learning a little bit more about who you are without work. I am excited to continue meeting her, as am I. Let's go grab a bite, all right? I know a place. Now, I'm already a blubbering mess, and she hadn't even walked down the aisle yet. My mother told me, strong women do not cry. Well, your mother's been wrong about many things, so that don't surprise me. I do find it hard to show emotion. I will bring that up in therapy. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Now, don't she look happy? Oh, I love love.
Sort of feels like I'm on vacation. God, it's so quiet. I'm the boss this week. Yeah, time for a break. Who the heck are you? Oh, right. I'm Brenda's out of office contact. Let's push that to next week. Yeah, time for another break. No one-on-one this week. Nice. Is this what it feels like to be your own boss? Hey, Brenda, do not read this until you are back at work. And I mean it. Wait, why is she online? No free labor, Brenda. Get out of here.
Well, ain't it just another beautiful day? Do you wonder how work is going? You know, Brenda, it's not a break if you're still thinking about work. Then I have not taken a true break in years. You know, no part of that surprises me. But let's go practice. Take a break. Go grab some tea. Let's get our reps in. I have heard great things about paella. Now, who's that? Did you go out last night and get yourself a nice Spanish man? What? No, it is a delicious dish. Best served in bed, I'll bet. I'm just pulling your leg. Let's go get some paella. Let's go.
Oh, where's Brenda?
She's on vacation this week.
Well, let's go ahead then and reschedule.
Because you only want to meet with managers and those who hold higher up titles?
Just being mindful of how precious my time is. Did you just start a meeting recording?
I did. Now, what has your team completed for this project?
We are working away.
Can you be specific as to the tasks?
The team is making progress on many things.
Right, so you have no idea.
Blizzard, let's leave the project updates for us executives, and you focus on the work, all right?
Great, I'll let Craig know there are no new updates from operations side of the project.
Now, why on earth would you be talking directly to the CEO? You don't have the job title for that.
I have a meeting with him tomorrow, stepping in for Brenda to provide a project update.
I would never waste our CEO's time having a meeting with one of my inferiors.
Unlike you, she gives her team opportunities and exposure.
That is not how you stay at the top. Anyways, I've got to jump into more important things. Linda, out.
Have the day you deserve, Lennon. Toodaloo.